Hello, I'm Pastor Bill from Open Door Baptist Church in Morehead City, and thanks for returning for another word of encouragement. This is a daily video series that we've been bringing in order to give us all some tools in our toolbox to fight the fight against discouragement and despair and the temptation to believe everything that this world is presenting us in these days. Well, today we are going to look at a very interesting few verses out of Judges chapter 14. Judges chapter 14, which is right in the middle of the story of the judge Samson. And Judges chapter 14 begins with this. Samson went down to Timnah, and at Timnah he saw one of the daughters of the Philistines. Then he came up and told his father and mother, I saw one of the daughters of Philistines at Timnah. Now go get her for my wife. But his father and mother said, Is there not a woman among the daughters of your relatives or among all our people that you must go to take a wife from the uncircumcised Philistines? But Samson said to his father, Get her for me, for she is right in my eyes. His father and mother did not know that it was from the Lord, for he was seeking an opportunity against the Philistines. At that time, the Philistines ruled over Israel. Now, this was a very, very difficult time in the history of Israel. The Philistines, their enemy, was ruling over them. And if you had read the first 13 chapters of Judges, then you would know that it's because of the Lord's decision. It is God's will at this time that Israel is being oppressed by their enemy, the Philistines, because they have turned away from him. And God is trying to discipline them to turn their hearts back to him in submission and faith and trust and obedience. But the point of encouragement that I want to highlight here is this word, this verse. His father and mother did not know that it was from the Lord. You see, just as the Israelites might complain that their world was in chaos and that God was no longer in control because the Philistines were ruling over them, well, in the same way, Samson's mother and father might be tempted toward discouragement and despair because their own son was doing what he should not do by going to take a wife from their enemy. You know, a lot of times we rightly stand against something that actually God is allowing to happen, or even as the Bible says, it is from the Lord that we are in difficult times and that strange things are happening in order to draw our attention back to Him. Well, I hope that this is a word of encouragement for you today. God is in control, even of the difficult and strange things happening around us. God is in control. It is from the Lord. So seek Him and put your trust and dependence in Him today.